What's shaking, guys? MagicActivatr here, back for another episode of our Pokemon Obsidian Let's Play. This is episode number 12, and as you can see, we are still here in the Cedar Creek Woods, because for some reason, this place is crazy long. I really don't understand why it's as long as it is, but we're still here, and hopefully today we're going to be able to get out of here and make it to the next town or whatever. But before we do that, we're going to do a team recap. So remember, if you are excited for today's episode, if you're enjoying this series, to hit that like button down below for us. Give it your magic touch, because your support is greatly appreciated. So let's jump in and do a team recap really quick, just to get you up to speed. We've got Topher, Need Arena, level 21 with Scratch, Poison Sting, Tail Whip, and Double Kick. We got Top Gun, our Staravia, level 20 with Tackle, Double Team, Quick Attack, and Wing Attack. Then we got Lady Loxus, our Flaffy, level 20 with Tackle, Growl, Thundershock, and Thunder Wave. Next up is Fado, our Cocopound, level 21 with Karate Chop, Sand Attack, Absorb, and Bulk Up. Next is Oliver, our Marowak, level 20 with Tail Whip, Bone Club, Headbutt, and Leer. And I believe last up we've got Dipper, our Drowsy, level 20 with Pound, Hypnosis, Disable, and Confusion. So, pretty sweet. And I'm trying to remember the controls. I finally got this thing set up so I can use my game controller for this little area. Also, check this out. I don't think that's supposed to be a thing. Yeah, that's definitely a glitch right there. That's some not great mapping. But anyway, we're gonna talk to this guy who's probably gonna be like, hey, let's do a battle or something like that. So, oh man, I'm gonna turn this game volume down because it is so loud in my ear right now. But he's got a magic card, which is pretty much what what happens. But yeah, like I was saying, I finally got my controller set up for this, so hopefully we'll be able to play the game just a little bit easier, a little less problems. But I don't know, the button layout is kind of different for this anyway, so see, I was trying not to hit that, and I don't know, the buttons are weird, and so I tried to set them up as close as I could to like an actual emulator, and they're kind of close, but some of the things are just off for whatever reason. So I'm actually gonna pull that away a little bit, and all right, I'm checking everything. I guess I should have been a little bit more professional and checked all that stuff before I started recording, but it is what it is. Toph is getting some sweet experience though. Wooper, this is definitely gonna be a job for Fado, because Wooper doesn't want to take an absorb. Wooper's not about absorbs right now. He's just here. Look at him. He looking so happy. And we're just going to wipe that smile off his face really quick. That doofy smile. I love Wooper. Wooper's just, I don't know. It's one of those just kind of strange looking Pokemon, but it's kind of cute, It's kind of cute in a way. So, he gets it out another Wooper. All right. Just Woopers galore. And, yeah, so normally the button I would hit for a B button in, like Platinum, it's not that button in here, but like everything's, I don't know, it's strange. But especially when you're shifting between two games and they have different controls, but they're the same style of game. Like when you play Pokemon in one game and the controls are different than they are in another game for the same stuff. There it is again. Yeah, so definitely not perfectly mapped here. Oh my goodness, it is kind of. Wait, do we go north or do we go? I'm not exactly sure what's happening. We're gonna look around a little bit. There's a trainer. I thought I battled you. Maybe I did. Maybe I stopped before I battled you. Maybe that's what it was. He's got a temple. All right. Well, I'm gonna go. I mean, this is just Fado. This is just Fado all day, every day, to be honest. I don't know if you have ground typing yet. I can't remember. Because you do evolve into Seismitoad. Let's go with an Absorb here. Seismitoad. I don't know. Usually I get attacked for saying Seismic Toss or Seismic Toss, because it's always like, oh, it's pronounced the other thing. But anyway, I think it's just one of those. That's just one of those words that people just pronounce differently. Like I've heard it both ways all of my life, really. So taking care of these. You just got all kinds of temples now, don't you? Just all kinds of temples. Wow, I can't talk. What the heck? Okay, I'm distracted right now because, oh my goodness. I always rip the labels off of my bottles of water. And anyway, the place that we get water from, apparently they've got new bottles now, and the wrappers on them are like plasticky now, so I was having trouble ripping off the wrapper. But anyway, sorry for the distractions. Let's actually play some Pokemon now. So he's eating it up. It'd be sweet if we could learn like Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade would be a great move for us to learn on Fado. But you know, he's putting in work. He's still doing all right with Absorb, and he gets a little bit of health back, so it's all good. Now he's got a Palpitoad. All right, so I think now he does have the ground typing. I'm pretty sure, so we should be able to do a decent chunk. We might actually do more to this Palpitoad than we did to the Temple, or about the same. So that's pretty wild. If you have like the final form, though, that's gonna be ridiculous. We run into all kinds of things. Kind of crazy things actually. Earlier on, like Machokes and stuff, and they were just kind of frightening at this point. Although we are at level 22, so I guess this is about the point that we would start seeing that stuff. I don't know. It seems early game to be finding like Machokes and stuff. To be perfectly honest with you. All right, so we found is another one of those little secret ball things. I don't know what they are for exactly, but we're supposed to be collecting them. And let's see if maybe we'll run into something cool. It's just another Paris. We've been running into these Parises like nuts. This is the thing, is like I'm the kind of person who wants to explore every little detail, but at the same time, these woods are just so massive. It's kind of crazy. One of the things I will say I appreciate, even though it kind of can make it a little bit confusing, is the way that they kind of did the tree layouts. It looks a little bit more natural. Like they don't all look like they're necessarily just one in front of the other. They look kind of, you know, spaced out in different positions and stuff, which I actually kind of appreciate that. I'm actually going to go over here because there was a little path that went up, and it looked like it went to kind of this area, and I'm wondering if it's actually how you get out of the woods. I assume usually the way that the trainers are laid out kind of guides you through the path of the forest. This is just pure confusion. It's also like, you kind of slip through here, but I mean this path is here, so you gotta be no data found. No data found. Wow. My family and I grow our own food and hunt our own animals for nourishment. I wouldn't have it any other way. No need to buy into all that consumer business crap. Alright. Here's the waterfall that goes through the ground. That's pretty wild. There's one part of the forest that is said to be haunted, but don't tell my little brother that. Is this your little brother? Oh, hi, Sarah. We never get visitors, but I'm sure my parents don't mind if you stick around for a while. Alright. So is this, like, grass? It looks like we might get a new encounter, and this guy's gonna block our way. I mean, the map dropped down like this is a new area, but it said no data found, so I'm really proud of our family for being able to produce our own food and materials. My husband used to be in the army with Lieutenant Surge. Really nice. I really like the tie-ins that they're making with like the actual games. Ever since then, he's never gone near civilization. Either my older son or I have to go into town if we get anything we need that we can't make. We even refuse to watch the TV. It's kind of sad, honestly. I mean, I guess if you don't watch TV at all, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. Well, but what is this? There's a TV right there. TV, a monitor of some kind. So this is kind of a cool little, I like that they actually made, like, give people separate rooms. Like, normally in a house, it's just, like, one room. And it's, like, we got wheat. So this is wheat. I don't guess you can encounter a Pokemon in the wheat. Alright, so I guess that's about it for here. I don't know what we're going to do with wheat. Is this like a new... I wonder what it is, or what it does. If it does anything, actually. Let's take a look. Wheat. When held by a Pokemon, it will use in battle to restore 60 HP. That's not a real item, is it? Surely that's not a real item. I don't ever remember seeing wheat. I mean, it's not... That's not a terrible held item, actually. That's not a terrible held item, actually. So we got Pidgeotto here. Fast little sucker. You fast little sucker. We ain't getting away from you. Alright, it's dance or die time. Dance or die time. Let's go. Oh, great. And we're not going to be able to hit you. And you're going to keep sand attacking. Stop sand attacking me. Let's... Is there just no hope of us getting away from this thing? There's the poison point, so at least that's some damage if we don't get away. But jeez, dude. Like, it's really not... There we go. Okay. You only took away half our HP, so I appreciate that. Oh, cool. Here's a health tree, speaking of. I should have, like, realized that this was a bad sign that they were gonna, like, make these woods extra long. Just the fact that they had to put these healing trees in here. Like, there's been, like, 3 of them in this forest. Maybe even 4. I don't remember exactly, but we've seen quite a few of them. Quite a few of them. And they didn't even give us that in the Nido Point Woods. So... Hello? I just got a glimpse of this guy standing over here. It looks like Obi-Wan Kenobi or something like that. What is going on? I was told to stay and stand guard because my boss thought we were being followed. Was he talking about you? Oh, okay. We battling. Pokemon trainer. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Is this silver? So now Heracross. Okay. Could we calm down, dude? Alright, we're gonna go at the Top Gun. Level 21. Level 21. Let's get that Intimidate. And he's enduring? What did you think I was gonna hit you with? It was a neat arena. Hello? Fury Attack. Oh, we eat that up for days. You're gonna get 5, aren't you? 3! We got the mid-roll. That's actually not bad. There we go. Gonzo, that 4 times super effective. I mean, I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know what you were thinking. I'm kind of surprised he didn't switch the way that this game has been going so far. Mighty Ina! Let's switch out to... I'm going to go out to Fado. So you had a Heracross and a Mighty Ina. This is interesting. I'm going to hit you with this Karate Chop, though. Catch this Karate Chop. Super effective. Big hits. Big hit. Big crit. Nope, not today. Heard you say not today. Let's, there's the Super Potion. There is the Super Potion. Should have seen that coming. We're gonna just Karate Chop you to oblivion, to be honest. Like, that's just what's gonna happen. You can bite me all you want. It's not very effective, though. It's not gonna be any more effective than it was last time. There's the miss. That's what we wanted right then. Alright, well, hopefully... And we still, I just want to crit you, to be honest. Alright, this one should finish the job, though. This one should finish the job for sure. I could have bulked up. I should have bulked up. I should have just bulked up, to be honest. From the beginning. So we beat Pokemon Trainer. Okay. I can't stand guard with fainted Pokemon. Obviously. Well, there's no point in me staying here now. I'm sure the boss was just hearing things anyway. Except I kind of was following them, to be honest. That's the whole reason I came here. To be perfectly honest with you. What does this guy want? Wow, did you come from Oak Grove City? That's impressive. I don't often see people actually go through the entire forest. I don't doubt that, actually. That's kind of nuts. This is a random place to have the PC, but you know, I kind of like that, actually. I forget that the menu and the cancel button are like the same thing in this game. Oh, let's not let that happen. Route 5A. So there's definitely something down here. It's a tree, and we're to another area with no music, so that's great. There's just a lot of citrus berries here, which I'm not even mad about, to be perfectly honest with you. There's not nearly as many bug Pokemon in that forest as you'd think. Huh? There's quite a few grass types, though. I believe that is where the Professor Elm gets his starters from. Oh, true? Because we did catch a Chikorita. He has his aides come here and capture some Pokemon, then bring them back to Johto for the trainers. That's kind of sick, though. That's a good tie-in. That's a good way, too, to, like, hint that there are Chikoritas in there without, in case you missed them. Because I would have never expected Chikorita to just be in those woods like they were. That's pretty wild. That is pretty wild. I'm just gonna hit you because I can, to be honest. Oh, Cohen, this Sentret. He doesn't want any of this. Alright. It's always so awkward when there's no music, and I just feel like I have to fill the airtime. Because even if I'm not saying anything, then it's just like, well, there's no sound whatsoever. Route 5B. The whole Route 5A, 5B thing, that stuff's confusing me a lot. I wish I had some kind of tool to break those giant boulders. They're always blocking the way. I'm going to say, like, that's probably the Rock Smash rock, and I think it's actually kind of cool that the rock is massive. Because it's always a tiny rock. It's just like, man, I could probably climb over that rock, to be honest. But, you know, now, that's a big rock. That is kind of a thing that would be a little challenging to get around. But we're going to double kick this slack off. Because he's just laying around. Kick him twice. Not just going to kick him once, we're going to kick him twice. And I think we're going to level up. Sweet. Oh, now we learning moves. Let's learn Bite. And honestly, I think at this point, I'll go ahead and get rid of... I actually think I'm going to get rid of Scratch. Tulip could still be a little bit useful. So we'll do that. And... Alright. I'm surprised I haven't had to fight any of these trainers. Here's a Spearow, number 21. And I really don't want to... You know, let's get somebody else up front here, because you're kind of leading the pack at this point. I kind of want to let Dipper. Dipper hasn't seen much action. Let's see if he can rock out. That would be cool. I love the fierce competition of battling. I can't wait for the Evoran League tournament this year. I hear a lot of trainers are said to be entering this year's compared to the past years. So I'm trying to figure out still if what they're referring to as the Evoran tournament is just basically going through the league championship, or if it actually ends up being like a tournament that you do in the game. Because if so, that'll be pretty cool. I'm slow because I'm drowsy, so you go to sleep and then I'm gonna hit you with some confusions and whatnots. Cash a little confusion. Cash a little confusion. That did a lot. I actually wasn't sure I was gonna do that much, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Didn't even have to hypnosis him actually, because I could 2-hit KO him, but Cedar Creek Town. So this is actually the place. So yeah. I mean, we're still at Cedar Creek, but at least it's not the woods of Cedar Creek. true. So let's do a little bit of exploring around. We got a little bit of time left. These meteorites came from space. Some scientists say that certain Pokemon came from space as well. Deoxys confirmed. I guess that's another one. Look at that creepy tree there. Hello. Here's a guy. In the event of another catastrophe like this, the Elite Four are responsible for keeping the region safe. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's actually, I think, a pretty can thing to do. Is that Phil? Phil's here. A lot of the grass is finally starting to grow back. You should have been here last year. All of the area was dirt. It's weird how life will find its way no matter what the circumstances are. Dude, some of these quotes in this game are actually really good. My father lived here back in the day and he helped evacuate the town. I'm glad they made it out alive. He tells me really interesting stories about the Oaks. So that's kind of cool. So that's the reason all this dirt is here, is because when these meteors came down, it must have like there must have been like fire and all of that stuff. Or maybe not necessarily fire, but you know what I mean. Like it destroyed a lot of like the grass and greenery and plants and stuff. Red and Blue had very heroic parents. I heard they had a hand in destroying the original meteorite. If it weren't for their help, it wouldn't have just been Cedar Creek town that was destroyed. My grandpa lived in this town. He worked at the library. He was able to evacuate the town before the meteor struck, though. Interesting. I was just thinking, like, what if, wow, that's super conspiracy theorist. I shouldn't even go there. I was gonna say, what if this meteor was the meteor from Oras? You know what I mean? Because they sent it to another place, right? Oh, hello. That looks plot like. You should wait for your father and Phil. All right, so we'll wait for them. I'm with a group of scientists from Hoenn. We were researching and taking notes on the meteorites here. Okay, so that blew that theory out of the water. What I was gonna say is, what if somehow this whole thing with like meteorites and everything, and it was like, it was something like Brendan and May, or Brendan and Xenia, were involved in destroying the meteorite, and it just said Red and Blue's parents were involved in destroying the meteorite. But that's really conspiracy. Question of the day: what is your favorite Pokemon conspiracy theory? That'll be fun. That'll be an interesting topic. Let's talk to Phil though. Your father's over talking with Professor Oak. Take a rest here. We're going to be heading up to the Gaia Ruins in the desert soon. Hopefully we'll finally be able to find something of interest. Okay, so I think with that said, we're going to wrap things up right about here, because it looks like some things are going down right over here. So in the next episode, look at all these meteorites though. It's kind of nuts. So is that rock climb? All right, anyway guys, in the next episode, we're going to see what is going up with these hooded hoodlums, and all of that good stuff. So hope you enjoyed today's episode. But for now, guys, I'm going to get out of here. So have yourselves a good day. Stay cool, and we will catch you next time.